round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Army Black Knights, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. The turn begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He has first down yardage at the 46.
And that's a first down here for Army on the ground. Offensive line, look at these guys pushing, doing everything they can to help their back out. This is how you do it when you're Army. You've got to be able to sustain drives and pick up first downs.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
And the Black Knights will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And the Black Knights are going to cash in here in the red zone. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Houston's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. The gain makes it second and medium. Caught behind the line. It's Burns. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Houston. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that ball?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. This is a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game is by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Ball carrier tackled there. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Okay, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goal.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army. Now the all-important extra point. The PAT puts him up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark mark. This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarter.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Black Knights. Who's going to score? That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if they can keep the production up heading into the second period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Burns. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half This play right here.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the Black Knights look to keep this drive moving. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Now, that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Army. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback keeps the football. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now,
football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down. Houston now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Black Knights. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll run it here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. A short completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Black Knights will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense heads back out of the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play.
Hold it.
That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Breaking tackles. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he
breaks clear. End zone ahead. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
2nd down and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Army. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it's
touchdown, Black Knights. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's no good. He missed. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And now the handoff. Eludes a tackle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
29 Philly. 2.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the Black Knights line it up with first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Army. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Houston's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Big play across midfield, goes spotted near the 36. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all day? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is...
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. The offense really clicking here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. The freshman brings him down quickly. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a fourth down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.